carding. Welcome to my blog .stampwithelaine.com. Today I'm going to be doing a little something a little different. We're going to be making these covers for the LED lights. These are battery operated. You can of course cover the casing with pretty paper if you wish, but I didn't do mine. You won't see it anyway. You can get these LED lights, they come naked like that, and you can get them in multiples of 20, 30, 40, all up to 120. But if you get the larger the number, then the more covers you have to make. So I got the shortest one. I got the 20, and I thought cutting 20 pairs of stars was quite enough. So let's get started. First you need your trimmer. You need some vellum cardstock. The stamp set, I'm using Endless Wishes here. Clear blocks to mount your stamps on. You need Versamark ink pad, an embossing buddy, the embossing powder, I've got cherry cobbler here, and a heat tool. You will also need your Big Shot, a magnetic platform, the die cutting plates, and of course your star framelit dies. To make the covers for the LED lights, we need to use the second smallest star, so counting from the inside out, one being the smallest, we need the second smallest star. So we need our trimmer, and we need to cut strips of 2.5 inches of vellum cardstock, and these have to be cut into 2.5 inch squares. And then for the bridging piece, this is cut at 1/2 inch by 2 inches, and in centimetres that will be just under 2 centimetres by 5 centimetres long. So the next step is that once you've cut your squares, place it on the magnetic platform with the base cutting plate, your pair of vellum cardstock, the star, the second smallest star with the cutting ridge face down. I recommend you only cut it in pairs. I tried cutting three layers or 4 layers, and it just didn't cut properly. So it's worth your while taking the time, just do it in pairs. Now I'll go and run that through the Big Shot. Now I've cut my pair of stars, so it's time for stamping. So bring a scratch piece of paper in, and the embossing buddy. Versamark ink and my stamp. So just stamp on there. Then my cherry cobbler embossing powder. It's best to do it on a piece of scratch paper, then you can pour the embossing powder back into the jar. At this point, having a pair of tweezers is very handy. Just pick up the star, tap it, set it aside, and then we want to put our powder back in the box. Next, we need our heat tool. So that's our stars embossed. I've zoomed in so you can see better. Cut it up to the scale on the grid paper, and then we mark the center point 1/4 inch up and then 1 inch in. Then we take the 1/8 inch handheld hole punch and punch a hole where you've marked it. Okay. So now we're ready to assemble it. So we're bringing our silicone mat, and that's the bridging unit. I think we'll cut a little snip, only a very tiny bit. And that's to help ease it over the LED light. Looking for my fast fuse. Now, this adhesive is in between a sticky strip and a snail, so it's stronger than the snail, but not as strong as the sticky strip. There's a trick to using this. You've got to hold it almost perpendicular to the surface you want to stick, and when you take it off the paper, you've got to make a sharp tick to break the adhesive on the roll. So again, down and tick. Next, we want to put adhesive onto the inside, not the embossed side, but the inside of the star, and you put it on all 4 sides. So you need to establish which point of the star you want at the top to be stuck to the bridging unit. And again, just a tiny bit on the points, perpendicular, tick, tick, perpendicular, tick, perpendicular, tick. Now we bring in our LED unit. Now, whichever LED lights you buy, the size of the LED light will vary. The hole punch I recommended suits mine, so the size and the width of the paper, your bridging unit, will vary depending on how big your LED light is. So when you're putting it on the bridging unit, have the LED light with the bulb facing up, and then you want the sticky strip, as you feed it through, the sticky bit should be face down. Okay, so thread it through, and then you fold it over. So now the sticky strip is pointing upwards, and then with the star where you don't have any sticky on, you use that and you stick it onto the top like so. Okay, and then the other star you pop on top, and then you seal it on all 4 points to encase it. And so there you have it. I've shown you how to do just the one, so you just have to repeat it for the rest of the lights, however many you get. So I hope you've enjoyed today's tutorial and you'll be inspired to make your own fairy lights. Thanks for watching, and come back for more of my Christmas countdown series next week.